So this game was pretty good, but like not it at no point blew my mind or like made me feel anything more than like, oh, you know what I mean? I feel like that's like a 7.5. So if you just want to know what I would rate this game, it would be like a 7.5. It's really kind of, so obviously it's taking itself seriously, but then there's also like these like things where you can like, woo, and then start like flying around. That didn't work. I flew right into the building. There we go. Can't use medicine when you're flying. So like, yeah, super realistic, not, I mean it is, but look at this. And now I'm just stuck on here. But yeah, so like, there's a lot of things set up in the world that like completely contradict the any kind of serious tone. So like, they try to really play with gameplay versus like arcadey gameplay versus realistic zombie survival game. You know what I mean? You saw the glider, and you kind of hold back. It uses the stamina. You hold back to kind of float through the air, and then if you find these little wind turbines, which are just going, you can get some more air, reduces your stamina. Every once in a while, these little blue things will pop up, and these are like little events that'll happen. Nice. Search. Empty. So we saved this guy. Oh, okay. Oh, there's another zombie. Thought I saved you already. Okay, you can handle him now. Okay, and then there's also these other parkour things. Okay, so R1 is jump, and if you find these little X's around the world, you can like jump on them. Okay, I think I was supposed to like hang on to that. So really, like, why people play Dying Light is this parkour action, and honestly, that's the part that you can't be disappointed by. It's also worth noting that all of these things, these jumping X's and stuff, they get more and more prevalent the more and more points you put into this map thing. So there's like the peacekeepers and the survivors, and you can side with them. You see, obviously I sided with the survivors, and they give you more things as you go on, which is kind of cool. So like, you can take over different parts of the city and give them allegiance to either one side or the other, and then with the other side, you get more combat stuff. So car traps, razor cannons, electrical traps, more weapons. And then like the final one is, UV traps are pretty cool. But this Molotov lanterns, pendulum traps, crossbow pack. This PK razor cannon looks pretty sick, honestly. But yeah, I didn't get to play with any of that. I went with more zip lines, airbags, landing bags, which are just so goofy. And I kind of wish I didn't do that. But like, you run into them and then you can fall off. And then you don't get hurt. And then you just fly back in. But like, the story is taking itself super seriously. So I'm like flying around town, as this like parkour superhero, but also like in this really dramatic, and not in like an overly campy way, like in a way that they're really trying to be serious. And it just kind of, it's so strange, so that's really my biggest problem with it. So the thing is, it's kind of vampire-ish, where you got this timer up there, and if you're in the dark, the timer will start counting down because you need a light. Oh shit. To not turn into a zombie. It's not like if you get bitten, it's if you stay in the light too much. So, or if you stay in the dark too much, I'm sorry. So you need light. That's why you get this UV flashlight, because they are sensitive to UV light. So you can either use UV light or just get out in the daylight. So at nighttime, that's what you use, is the UV lights. And that honestly adds a lot of tension to the nighttime bits, which is really cool. But again, when it turns daytime and you're jumping around and doing all this stuff, it really takes away from it. So it kind of, everything's kind of negated by how arcadey it is, and maybe that's just me. But jumping around is so much fun. It's kind of like, well, I'm just not gonna take it that seriously then. So then when like people in the story die, or something serious happens, it's hard to feel a connection to them. I also really like the soundtrack. A lot of the, like, dang it, dude. A lot of the going around the city, these tracks will start to pop up, and they are really beautiful, really nicely orchestrated pieces of music. I'm just not pressing the right button. That are kind of out of character for the rest of the game. Let's just respawn. What? I had a hard time connecting some scenes, but then the music would pop in and I would be like, oh, maybe I do actually. Maybe I do care, but I don't. A lot of stuff to loot too, which is nice. Helps the open world feel really alive and lived in, or not lived in, since it's a zombie game. But everyone likes loot, right? I sure do. Fast traveling's interesting. They're always little underground, what am I thinking of? Subway tunnels. And you got to clear the subway tunnel, and then those act as your fast travel points, which is cool. A lot of good detail, a lot of all the worlds look really gross and really lived in and overgrown. I mean, I say lived in, I mean lack of lived in. Like, really, you do get the sense of, like, this town used to be normal, but now it's all, zombified. And then you get these things, too, that are, like, added by the survivors, which is a really nice touch. You have a bunch of these safe holds? You followed me? Me? I followed you, Nubs? What up, dog? Yeah, so you can, like, do little quests and help people. You can, you can't really upgrade them. It's not like a safe house thing that you upgrade. But there are a bunch of these throughout the world, which is cool. So the first area here is a little more, like, rural. Nice. I guess I just wish the story didn't take itself so seriously, so that the world meshed better together. Tonally, I felt very thrown back and forth, and it kept me from maybe feeling like this game was an 8 or a 9. So you got 2 skill trees. You got the combat skill tree and the parkour skill tree. And those are kind of ran by this down here where you need 3 inhibitors. And then once you have 3, you can pick to either put the upgrade into health or stamina. And the health will unlock more combat options. Stamina will unlock more parkour options. And you'll also get a little immunity booster, meaning you can stay in the dark longer. Looks like I went more with the parkour, which makes sense because I do just think that is so much fun. Let's do a little wall run action. For combat, you're looking at like, yeah, the drop kicking I definitely got. Power kick, air kick, grappling during combat, blocking, stabbing while being silent, overhead attack, precise aiming. That could be nice. I honestly should play with bows more, but I went mostly melee. I do not like that wine. Alright. So yeah, I'm going to sit at this campfire, hear a nice song, and then just tackle a big blow-up ball. Come here, little bitch. Wait, whoa! I like hopped over that guy for no reason. Okay, watch this. Here, I'll do this guy. So nope, I just killed him. Come on. Get staggered, bro. Nope. Stomp. Nice. So you can stagger him and then jump off. It's pretty cool. Let's see. Oh, that guy just fell over. Dunzo. So we're gonna sleep. We're gonna fast forward to nighttime. And then we'll show off some nighttime stuff, and then we'll do something else. You're kind of at the mercy of UV lights. So they hate UV lights. Okay? You gotta let your UV light recharge. And there are zombies out. So basically, there are more zombies on the street in the nighttime, and more zombies on the interior of buildings during the daytime. So if you have a place that you want to go and loot, you want to do it at night because they'll all be out on the street. It'll be safer. But if you need something, if you want to like get around and like go harvest some materials, you should do it during the day, unless the material you're trying to get is only from zombies at night. So on the map here, this guy highlighted is a special little nighttime enemy, and we can defeat him not by... okay. Oh. So this is a special nighttime enemy. It really, the hitbox on this bad boy is way too big. But if you dodge at the right time, he gets all slow, which is cool. Oh, shnikes. Now, he's kind of hurt by this, but not really. Okay, so what if we did this? Ow. Dude, I played this game for 30 hours and I never held up on the D-pad and pulled up that menu like I just did. Oh god. Ow. Nice. Defeat him with water? I think they like water. F. And and I died. So yeah, that's Dying Light 2. Not my favorite, but the first major release of the year. So that's cool. But all in all, a 7. Maybe 7.5.